بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. This is Riyadh Razazi welcoming you to another episode of ROC YOUR RAMADAN 2018, day 13. And we're still talking about the previews from the seerah of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ has announced the message openly at Quraysh, and we talked about the abuse and the persecution that happened to the Sahaba radiallahu anhum wa ardahum. Came the a lot of events actually did happen, when they started persecuting and abusing the Prophet Muhammad and the Sahaba. Amongst all this abuse, subhanAllah, and within all this abuse, there's always something good that has to happen. Sometimes we go through some difficulties in our time, in our life, and then through these difficulties, there's always a breakthrough, subhanAllah. Through that breakthrough that happened at the time when the Prophet and the Sahaba were getting abused, Umar ibn Khattab, embraced Islam, and Hamza embraced Islam as well, radiallahu anhuma. Quraysh, they had to think of ways to negotiate some sort of terms with the Prophet Muhammad alayhi as-salatu was-salam. So they came with this idea. They came to him and they said, why don't you worship our gods one day and then we worship your God one day, right? This trying to negotiate with him. You worship our God one day and we worship your God 1 week. You worship one God one day and we worship your God 1 year. They started negotiating that with the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Allah Azza wa Jalla revealed, قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ لَا أَعْبُدُ مَا تَعْبُدُونَ ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين. خلاص, you stick to your religion, you stick to your faith, you stick to the truth. Once you know the truth, قل يا أيها الكافرون, you have your religion and I have mine. You worship your God and I worship mine. So we do not negotiate in terms of faith. They put some pressure on his ankle to put pressure on him. It did not work. They offered him money, they offered him wealth and to rule and to get married with the most beautiful girl and whatnot. Yet the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, that was not his aim. The aim was for the message to be spread. So they kept on, in fact, making it hard for the Prophet and the Sahaba. Came the idea of migration, because the Sahaba were being persecuted a lot and the Prophet ﷺ was thinking about them. So he thought, and the Prophet also ﷺ, was aware of the surrounding around him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, not only in Mecca, within Quraysh, but also outside of Mecca and outside of the Arab Peninsula, all the way in Abyssinia. He had news, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he knew that there was a king there by the name of Negus or Najashi, who was Christian, yet he was a very, very just man. So he told the Sahaba, he asked them if they wanted to migrate. So the first migration, as there was 2 migrations, the first migration, 11 men and 4 women, migrated. Amongst them was Ruqayya, which is the daughter of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, who was married to Uthman radiallahu anhu arda. So not only, some people may say he, only the not the elite of Mecca, of Quraysh, moved out, but also the family of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, migrated. And then in the second hijrah, 83 men and 19 women migrated to Abyssinia, and amongst them was again the Ja'far, which was the cousin of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, Ja'far ibn Abi Talib. Here will come a very beautiful thing that will happen there. The meeting with An-Najashi, because Quraysh heard that Muslims, traveled to Abyssinia, so they tried to go and bribe him so they can, send them back to Mecca. And here comes this beautiful, amazing meeting between An-Najashi and the Sahaba. What happened? and who was the spokesman. Something really, really beautiful happened that we could use today, and learn from it on how to give da'wah, as some of us who are living, in non-Muslim countries, how to give da'wah to non-Muslims. I will talk about that in our next episode, next time, inshallah ta'ala. Until then, I say, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.